All right, hi everybody. I am going to be recording a series of these videos throughout the rest of the semester, so hopefully this starts to feel a little bit more like normal. I don't know if we can even say that anymore. Um, but if you're anything like me, you have been just getting inundated with emails from everybody from the university about what our game plan is. So I figured recording a couple of things will help us digest that a little bit more. Um, I want to first just thank you for your patience. I know it's probably felt like a really long and uncertain week and a half. Um, so please know that you are not the only one that has felt that. Those emotions, those feelings are normal, especially given the situation. Um, I do want to just kind of go through some of the key changes that we're going to be making for the semester. Um, as you already know, we are now going to be exclusively online from now until we end the semester. Um, there are a couple of content changes that I do want to talk through. So, number one, we are no longer obviously going to be doing the interview assignment. It's just not going to be possible. So, we replaced the interview assignment with a third paper. Um, it will be very similar, at least in structure, to the other two, and also in expectation. So, 3 to 4 pages, only using your resources, meaning your textbook and your own experience. And just like I have the whole way through, I'll walk you through that. We'll come up with an outline template for you to use and all of that good stuff. Okay. We will still be doing exams in this class, but they will all be online. So exams 2 and 3 will be available online. They're on our course on eLearn right now. How that's going to work is you will have 75 minutes to take the exam. So that should account and be enough time for any student that is needing accommodations. And you will also have 2 opportunities to take the exam. So I basically blocked out the exams into Monday through Friday windows. So you can take the exam anytime between Monday and Friday, particular set of dates. You have 75 minutes each time to take your exam. You have to do it in one sitting though, okay? So you have to sit down with a reliable internet connection, with a reliable device, and take the exam. Um, Here's the deal. Of course, you're going to utilize your resources because you're all intelligent human beings and duh. But I will say you probably won't be able or have enough time to look up every single question, so still prepare. And then for the third exam, I always give you a very thorough study guide because we have a physical exam. But for this third exam, the questions are going to be pulled from a test bank and they're going to be random. So I won't be able to give you a detailed study guide like I typically do, and that's kind of the trade-off. You'll have your resources, but you won't necessarily have a guideline for knowing what's on those exams. So if you have follow-up questions about the exams, just shoot me an email and let me know. Beyond that, you will be responsible for reviewing the PowerPoint slides and the chapters. However, there are audio lessons, like a podcast, that you can listen to along with those slides. It's not my voice, but they are really helpful. So on your SINCLAIR, your eLearn page, if you go to content, you'll see that there is a new section below. Let's see, where do I have this? Sorry guys, I'm actively looking. So below where it says module 3, there's a new section titled Instant Replay / Lectures on Demand. And if you click that, you'll see that it has all of the chapters available for you on there. So let's say I click into chapter 8, the chapter we were covering when we started this whole mess. And it is broken down into sections. So you want to go ahead and click the corresponding audio link to what you're looking at on the slides, and that should help you feel a little bit more so like you are in a classroom learning. Are you required to use those? No. Do I recommend doing it so you have a better understanding? Yes. So I'm just trying to provide you with all of the information in terms of the changes and what you can do to feel most successful in this class. Okay. The next thing that we need to talk about, initially we were going to have a podcast discussion in this third and final module for the class. I have decided to change that to be a coronavirus discussion, really to kind of get at what interpersonal concepts are coming up for us during this pandemic, especially because of social distancing, where we're kind of isolating, hopefully, ourselves a little bit more. So I want to tap into what that's doing for our relationships, what that is doing for ourselves. And so I've come up with a series of discussion questions that I'd like you to think through. They are related to course content, of course, but also your experience that's happening right now. And all you're required to do for that is come up with a series of discussion notes. So I'll have you pick 5 questions of the long set that I've come up with, answer them thoroughly. You can do that in paragraph form, or you can do that in bulleted fashion. And of course, that's all listed for you on the actual assignment sheet. So just so you know, we're not going to be doing the podcast discussion anymore. We're going to be doing a coronavirus discussion. Okay. So that's kind of the updates that I have for you. And of course, dates have changed. All of that is reflected for you on eLearn. So I do have a to-do list for you. You know, you don't have any deadlines or anything like that until we start class on Monday. That's when, class officially picks back up. But I do have kind of a to-do list for you up until Monday. So, number 1, we are going to be choosing between 2 different virtual learning platforms. So there's going to be a couple of different times where we meet together as a class virtually, and then there's going to be a couple other times where we meet together one-on-one virtually so that I can check in with you and see how you're doing. So there's 2 different options. There's virtual classroom that is housed through eLearn, but we can't all have a camera, like a visual screen. Basically, you all won't be able to see yourselves at the exact same time. And there's some debate. You may be able to get on virtual classroom via Pulse, the Pulse app, but I haven't verified that, so you may need an actual computer. I'm not sure if everybody has one of those at home. The second option would be Zoom. Zoom is an excellent platform that I've used before. We could all be on a meeting together, seeing each other simultaneously, but you would need to either download an app if you're going to use a mobile device, or you're going to have to download a plugin if you're using your computer. So I'm going to be creating a doodle, which is just a place where you can go take a poll and vote of which one you would rather use. So I'm going to be sending that and attaching the link to this email. Please make sure that you answer that survey by Saturday so that I know what platform our class is going to be using. Okay, so that's number 1 on your to-do list. Number 2, I need you to sign up for a check-in time on Monday, the 23rd. So on Monday the 23rd during class time, we're not going to be meeting as a class, but I'm going to have you sign up. You're going to select a 10-minute window of time to check in with me. And I'm going to be asking a couple of questions. How do you feel about the writing prompt? So where are you at for our second paper? How do you feel about the exam? And how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you handling this pandemic well? Are you feeling nervous and unsure? Are you going freaking crazy in your house like I might be? So I want to really have that 10-minute time to check in with each of you. So I, again, am attaching that link to this email. It's on a Google Doc, so just log on, type your name somewhere, and then I should be able to see that. And we will be using whatever virtual platform we decide to have those meetings. Number 3, third thing on your to-do list leading up to Monday is I have attached the updated course schedule to this email. I have also put that up on eLearn, so you'll be able to see it there. But I want to make sure that you are reviewing the deadline changes and that you are preparing to take your exam second exam this upcoming week, and also to turn in your second writing prompt. This first week is going to feel really quick. We've been away for a week and a half and we need to play catch up. So I need you to get your game face on. We will get through this, but it's going to move quickly at first until we can kind of settle back into our groove. So that's what I need you to do. Sorry, this video was a little bit longer than I anticipated, but this is our new normal. So again, thank you for your patience, and I'm ready to finish the semester with you, even if we have to do it virtually. I'll talk to you later, guys.